back to another video from Alex Does. My name is Alex and we're back in the bush today. This is actually day 2, the morning of day 2, very early on day 2 of my 2-day camp, midweek 2-day camp. So if you missed day 1, go back and check that out. If you don't want to go and check that out, then don't check it out. I'm not going to make you do things you don't want to do, but stay and watch this one at least to the end. I'd really appreciate it, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy the content. So I've just got some water on the boil at the moment on the fire there. I'm going to have a coffee, cook up some breakfast, and then I'll get my tent all packed up and things like that, and some organisation happening, and then I'm going to see if we can get some wood cut up. This log here down at my foot, which you can't see, I'm sure it's out of shot. We'll cut a couple of pieces out of that, and then I am going to get those attached to the structure. So another couple of bits added on. In typical style, you're likely only to see 1 or 2 more bits added on in each visit. It's probably the slowest bushcraft shelter build in all of YouTube, but I hope you enjoy the content. Thanks for coming along. Okay, now that breakfast is over, I've had my coffee, and as you've seen, I've packed up my tent, and everything's kind of organised and cleaned up and ready to start getting some work done today. Yeah, don't hold me to how much work. Look, there's only 2 bits of wood. If I get them on today, I'll be happy, because that will mean that we got on this trip. You won't have seen on this video, obviously, but the last video I got this one on, so that I did yesterday. And so all I really want to achieve for today is I want to get a single piece in between here, and this is our doorway. I'm going to leave that. Now what I'm thinking of doing at the moment, I was originally going to put a piece of wood across here too, but I'm actually thinking it'd be nice to have a stone doorstep. Now it won't be a 1-piece stone doorstep, because I'm not He-Man and I can't go and drag something that large out of the bush, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking at the moment. So I'm going to leave that for now, and I just want to get another piece of wood across here. So if I can get those 2 pieces achieved today, to be honest, I'll be happy. We'll get those 2 on, and it kind of gets me a little bit closer to completing kind of the bottom ring, because after that, if we come inside, after that I want to do the same, obviously, between here and here, and between here and here, and then not there, obviously, because that's where the fireplace is going to go. So that'll be something to tackle next trip. So after an hour or so of searching the bush for suitable pieces of wood, I came up with this piece, which came off the same down tree that the 2 side pieces, bottom side rails, came off. This one's was below those, so it's a little bit heftier and thicker. So first job for today is to figure out how big of a piece I need to go across here. Now the way it's going to be, it's not going to be like this, where it's just, although it would be easier to do it like that, the way I was thinking. Okay, now I'm in two minds. Originally what I was thinking I was gonna do is actually check a piece out of here and out of here and put the bit of wood into that, because the reason why is because when I do my wattle and daub, my upright sticks have got to go into this upright here, which is directly on top of this pole. Really, if I do it the same as that and check it in like that and just hold it in with dowels. I hate changing my mind at the last minute. I'm just trying to think what would be easier. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to have to give it some thought and some thinking. And I don't know, let me know what you think you would do. Yeah, I don't know. Do I put it directly in between these two poles, or do I put it on the outside, but do it like I've done it here where it's cut in, so it would still be kind of in line with that post pole up there, and it would kind of look the same too, I guess, if I did it that way. I don't know, but I think I might start by just digging some of this dirt out because it's a bit in the way. Right, I put a string line along the bottom there. That's basically going to be close to the bottom of the wood, the log that goes in there. It'll sit fractionally higher or just on where the dirt level inside is at the moment, which is going to be, once it's later on down the track, it's going to be built up with the floor, hopefully of sand. I did do some research and I saw that apparently a bit of an old colonial technique was to get sand and mix it for your flooring and mix it with some crushed up termite mound. You mix that through in the sand, lay it all in there and kind of pack it down and smooth it down, and then you go over it, sprinkle water over it, and the termite mound stuff mixed with the sand kind of sets like concrete. So I may end up doing that for flooring. I think that'll be a lot nicer than the dirt or anything else like that. So anyway, that's way down the track, way down the track. So I think I am going to go with my original plan, just to try and do something a little bit different of checking out on the inside of these uprights and then slotting the pole in. Hopefully I'll be able to do it so that they're held in with a little bit of, what's the word I'm thinking of? Friction? No, not friction. Yeah, kind of like a friction fit, you know, so the tension. So there's some tension there holding it in. I'll probably still put maybe a diagonal dowel in each one going into the upright posts, just to be sure. Whether I do that today or not, I'm not sure. Obviously the problem with me doing a friction fit or a tensioning type fit is that requires something that I don't possess, which is precision. So that you'd really need to be making sure that your cuts are completely square and your measurements are completely correct and all that sort of thing, and then sort of hammer it into place so it's held in there. But yeah, that does take some precision, and yeah, if you've watched any of this build, there's no precision involved because it's me building it, and it's bushcraft. It's bushcraft. Yeah, we can just blame it all on being bushcraft, right? So anyway, I'm going to do my best now to cut a piece that's slightly oversized, so that then I can, actually, maybe I should do, yeah, no, let's just go with slightly oversized. Oh, I'm already confused. I don't know, I'm just going to do something. Alright, so you can see I've checked these two out now pretty rough, very roughly with the axe. I've cut a piece to length now. I had these ideas that the original plan was that I was then gonna cut out here, you know, make cuts on either end so that it's slotted in nicely like I'm some sort of wannabe carpenter. But there's a couple of things going against that idea. One, I'm not a carpenter. Two, I'm trying to do all this with an axe. Three, I'm very much opposed to hard work, and I'm quite lazy. So what I've done, this is cut kind of to size. It's so close to fitting in, like I can just start it there. So I'm hoping that I can just, with some brute force, it will go in. So I'm going to try, if I can do it without it falling out, I'm going to try and just whack it in with the axe without doing any more work. It's not working. It's not working quite right, is it? It's close. Not bad for a first attempt, but I think the problem is this is just too wide because I'd intended on cutting in here. I might just try and hit that with the axe. It's so close. All right, fail number one. Let's try again. What's that saying about doing the same thing twice and expecting a different result? Why do you go like that? Well, bugger me. That ain't going nowhere. Oh man, that'll do me. Maybe I'll put a bit more in on that end. I don't think that'll need any dowels. That is solid as. Whew. See, that's how it's done, people. Oh, way off. Oh. That's all. Who says I don't do precision? Solid as, bruh. That's both pieces done. Nice. And they are not coming out, they're solid as, so really happy with that. Really happy with that. So I think I might next, I can just backfill this dirt. Maybe a bit over that side, but very good. Being that I'm so super critical of myself and things I do, it's nice to achieve something like that and have it pretty much work straight up and be happy with the result. Bit of a gap there. Anyway, it's good enough. Rightio, so now that's done, it's on to the next job on the list for today, and it's kind of a must do. It's not on the structure itself, it's on the trail in, and there's something I need to do that I'm hoping won't be too difficult seems to be a difficult word to say. Hopefully it won't be too difficult of a job, and I should get away with just using my axe. Let's go. Alright, so I think I've shown this log before. This log is on my direct path in and out that I'm taking, the alternate path when I can't take the road. This is the way I came in for this trip, and it's not too bad coming the other direction, coming in to get over this log, but going in this direction, that's at waist height. It's just too big of a step. You really have to jump, and with a backpack on, especially after you've been camping for a couple of days, it's a bit much. So I'm wondering if I could, with my axe, put a step in it just about there, it'd be right. So I'm going to hack away and give that a go. Don't know how successful I'm going to be. That is so much better. Don't know about coming down. I'm happy with that. Another job checked off the list. I really wanted to get that tarp sorted out. Yeah, it was a bit of a slack effort, poor effort. It was put up in a bit of a hurry last weekend when I was here on the trip with Craig, which will be 2 videos ago now by the time you watch this. And if you haven't checked that out, go and check it out. The collaboration, the big special event, having our first guest here at the site. So that was awesome. Craig from Bushcraft and Camping Adventures. Just remember that it's not with an ing on the end, it's just Bushcraft. Not bushcrafting, Bushcraft and Camping Adventures. Anyway, so the tarp is a lot more secure now all the way around. Gone around there with some paracord, taut line hitch, not for the wind all the way around, keeping it nice and taut. So that'll be much better now. It won't catch as many leaves, and obviously any rain's just going to now clean it off and wash it off. So it'll be really, really good. So I think next step, it's getting on in the day and starting to see the odd clouds starting to come in. So I'm going to start getting my gear together and getting myself organised for multiple trips to get out of here. All right, viewers, well, it's time for me to hit the road. It's been a really successful 2 days on this trip, just one day obviously for this video, but if you want to see yesterday, you can go back and see last week's video, of course, if you didn't already watch that. So look, I'm really pleased with the work that got done this 2 days. I feel like it was quite productive, even though obviously I'm sure sitting at home watching the videos, it doesn't look like much was done. Just knowing that, well, first off, just getting back out here and doing some sort of progress or construction on the site since last time I actually did anything, which was over a month ago. Look, it's the beginning of February now for me, and feels good to make some progress and get these extra bits of wood on. Again, I'm leaving the tarp, obviously you saw me there, get the tarp a little bit more taut and a little bit more secure, so it's not going to gather as many leaves as it did last time. Not that it was really detrimental anyway. I've also stashed some stringy bark in there for next time to keep that nice and dry, so we might play around with the old ferro rod again on the next trip, which you wouldn't have seen on this video. Yeah, no, you wouldn't have seen that on this video. Again, if you missed it, go back and watch the last video. I actually used a ferro rod to start a fire. So look, I'm really happy with the progress. I just want to say thank you so much, and really show my appreciation to viewers for coming along and viewing the channel and the content. And there's been a bit of a spike in new subscribers over the last month, 6 weeks. So thank you very much, guys, for feeling like for showing the channel support. Let's put it that way. I really appreciate it. I'm really hoping this channel is going to continue to grow. It's certainly become a very big part of my life and a positive part of my life. So it's something that I want to foster and grow and hang on to. And that's made just a bit easier knowing that there are people out there who want to subscribe and who are supporting me in the channel. So I really appreciate it. Anyway, so that's it for me. I'm out of here now. I'm going to head home and start editing this video and enjoy the rest of my day off before I head back to work tomorrow. You will see me again though next week, next Saturday, 8 AM for another video from Alex Does. See you later. You know, I don't know. Well, as always, we'll just we'll just figure it out as we go along. Eh? I'm just gonna get me pick and get me shovel and start picking and shoveling, as you do with a pick and shovel.